All right, we got some sales from last night, which is pretty cool that all these sold last night. First up, we got the Hyper Royal 1. Obviously, a lot of these GS size ones are getting more and more popular as we're getting closer to the holidays and Christmas time. Next up, we got a blue classic Flint 13. Really like this sneaker, and I feel like we'd never sell them, which is crazy. This pair sold for $300 shipped. Finally. Next up, we got a pair of Real Tree Camo Air Force Ones, which are actually a lot more rare than you would think. So we had these up for a minute, and finally someone made us an offer that we couldn't refuse. Look at these guys. These are beautiful. The Air Jordan 14 UNCs. Don't know how long these will last, but they're definitely still intact, which is good. Speaking of GS sizes, here we have a Seafoam Air Jordan 1 size 5. Which is like a men's 3.5. Those are tiny. Go from a tiny sneaker to a large sneaker. Here we got the, what are these called again? Storm Blue KOs. You know, not terrible if you know, can't get a leather Jordan 1. Settle for a KO. Next up, we got this Air Jordan 11 that I honestly don't want to open up the box for. You guys know what those look like. We got this Kasubi jacket, which I don't know what retail was, but I assume we sold it for a lot under that. Next up, we got probably one of the top Christmas sneakers of all time, the Grinch Kobe's, which I've been talking about. And of course, this pair finally sold size 8. And last but not least, we have this blazer that I literally found this morning at the flea market, and they sold that fast. So shouts to whoever purchased these. This is definitely some different, cool sneaker, lightly used. So we're gonna pack up all this stuff and get it ready to get shipped out Monday. All right, happy Friday. We're gonna start off with some $40 shipped sales, and then we're gonna go to some Motorsport 4s. These are crazy. I've never seen these before. They're my size. I thought about keeping them, but I'm trying to sell a lot of my personal stuff, so I can't keep other stuff. We literally just put these up the other day and they sold. This is another one I think we just put up and it just sold. Other than that, we got this Black Cat. These things, man, went up a lot. I wish I knew that was going to happen. And let's see what else sold. Here we have the, I don't even know what they're called, but they sold for $13.50 plus shipping, and they're heading to Pennsylvania. Wow, they actually have a Jordan 2 bottom with an air bubble. Wow, I didn't even realize that, guys. You peep that? Jordan 2 bottom with the air bubble. That's fire. Now that I'm thinking about it, they actually made a Jordan 2 with a 360 unit, I think.
Really?
Do you remember that? I think it was a Chicago, like the white and red bubble going around the whole thing. I'm about to look those up on Go. I don't have my phone with me, but I'm gonna look those up. All right, we have a few orders going out as you can see. First up, we got this 574 Classic. This is probably something that was out of the beater bins. Another shoe that was out of the beater bins. We got this size 14. I think it's actually a promo sample Kyrie. Okay, next up we got the Abdul Jabbar UCLA jersey. And we got these crazy Saquon trainers. These are pretty cool in person. They got the green there, Saquon symbol back there. You know, obviously if you remember, Victor Cruz had a sneaker, and now Saquon has a sneaker. This is cool. Obviously the green grass, I guess. But yeah, these are heading out. The jersey's heading out, and I think we have a couple other things to find. All right. Next up, we have the Toro 4. And I must say, we just sold the Toro 4 the other day. So it's like kind of crazy to me that the Toros are all of a sudden starting to sell. But honestly, it's a holiday season, so everything's starting to sell. Stuff people have been eyeing all year is finally moving.
You see the mentality kick in where they were able to get some things turned around, but it cost them.
All right, two sales that I didn't speak about. Here we got the classic Cool Gray 9. These were super clean, took a while to sell, but they finally sold. Definitely happy about that one. And next up, we got the 350 used black non-reflectives. What's funny about these is literally someone
was looking at them the other day, didn't buy them, and now they're sold for more money. So definitely happy about that. We're gonna get these 2 packed up and shipped out. All these sales, I don't even know if we're gonna ever use this footage because we didn't really get much today. Cause it's been busy, which is always good. Double nickels. Boom. Nike boots out of our beater bin exercise. Flamingo highs, I believe those are called. Air Max 95s, which I bought from the dude Vance, and he bought a pair yesterday, so that's wild signs. Shouts to whoever purchased these. He said this is his like 3rd or 4th purchase from us. Hyper Dunk 08s, great basketball sneaker. And here we got, this is a funny one, because someone made an offer, I countered with an offer, and then someone ended up just buying them. So shouts to whoever purchased these. Gonna get all this stuff packed up and see what else happens today. We are finishing off here. Really didn't film much today other than the sales, but you know, sales are important. This pair right here, someone purchased like yesterday, paid, then he wanted to cancel it, claimed he ordered them by mistake, and then someone just purchased them just now, and this pair is actually heading overseas, which is cool. As beat up as these are, you know, for $100 shipped, I mean, someone's definitely going to enjoy them. So we're going to get these packed up and get out of here. YouTube, what is good? Today is December 11th. It is Saturday. I'm probably going to do something just a little bit different this morning. Today is, if you guys didn't know, Jordan 11 day. The cool gray 11s release. Personally, I already had some. I got some from exclusive access. Obviously, a few pairs came through the store. But the reason I want to film is Jordan 11 day is always a special day. If you're a sneakerhead, if you're a collector, if you know anything about sneakers and retail in general, you know, every Christmas there's those sneakers that everybody wants. You might not even be into sneakers, but you want these sneakers, right? So that's why I felt like it was worth it to film today. All right. So yeah, we're on our way. We're going to the mall to pick up 1 pair of the cool gray 11s in my size 11.5. As I'm driving there, or maybe on the way back, I'm going to speak about kind of just how Jordan 11s are, what they mean to me, what they mean to sneaker culture, what they mean to the holiday season, what they mean to retail.
Turn left onto Bloomfield Avenue.
Kind of everything. Start off by saying, you know, obviously every year a holiday sneaker comes out. It might be a couple things, but usually it's always a Jordan 11. Now, back when I used to camp out for them and stuff like that,
at the light,
from my
turn
memory,
left onto Roseland Avenue.
They released like, you know, a day or two before Christmas, or, you know, really near Christmas. Lately, as the years progressed, I feel like it's kind of more and more ahead of Christmas or whatever. So we could just start off by, you know, some of the stories of camping for Jordan 11s. Every Jordan 11 day was extremely hectic for me. Even before I had a store, it was hectic for me because I needed to get 2 pairs. It was like a respect thing for myself as a man. Like, you had to have one to rock, you had to have one to stock, and you had to pay retail for each. I didn't pay over retail. Paying over retail was something that I got into, obviously, as I went into the business aspect of it. Growing up, I barely had the money for retail, especially retail 2 pairs. So it was like, if I'm not gonna get them for retail, I'm probably not gonna get them, which is gonna suck. So that's why Jordan 11 days were always so stressful, because like I had to get the sneaker. Anyway, let's just talk about some of my first memories about Jordan 11s, camping for Jordan 11s. Space Jams in 2009. I remember, you know, this is when sneakers released at midnight on the websites, and basically I remember trying on the websites, I couldn't get them, and then I decided to, I'm like, you know what, let me just go to the mall. So I hit up like my friends, trying to see like if anyone would go with me. No one would go with me, so I'm like, all right, you know, I'm not gonna go solo, because back then, you know, I'm not saying I was worried, but like, you know, you didn't want to go to a sneaker release and get robbed for your Jordans. You didn't want to be by yourself.
Right onto Eagle Rock Avenue.
So that's something that I was thinking about, but at the same time I was like, man, screw it, I gotta go try to get these J's. So I remember I go to the mall by myself, and I'm at a door that everyone's crowding around trying to get inside the mall. And then one dude from a faraway door yells something, and then everyone starts running to the door. So I guess that door was open. We all run to the door, and I get inside, and I just do a full sprint down to the store, down to Foot Locker. I'm like, you know, top 20 in line. I honestly think I was top 10 or top 8 at the time. But I knew that I was gonna get a pair. And, you know, this was for the Space Jams. It was 2009. I was in line, and I got my pair. People were cutting. The line got huge. People weren't getting pairs. It was like, oh, you know, obviously it is what it was. Then I remember going home.
Turn right.
And I hopped on finishline.com, so I got home at like early, 8, 9 a.m. And I go home and I go on finishline.com and I get another pair. So somehow I was able to get 2 pairs of Space Jams. What's crazy to me when it comes to like the holiday releases in the Jordan 11s is people aren't even into sneakers and they know about the Jordan 11 release, they know about the holiday release. Whether it's a nephew, a son, whatever it is, telling them they need to get these Jordans, it's like, it's such a big thing.
Right
After the Space Jam release, my other memories are from the Cool Grey 11 release. Similar type of thing, like I didn't really have a team, kind of, you know, went by myself. I actually have a funny story about this one. I went to a store called Takeover. If you guys are from around here, you probably remember
Takeover. Onto Livingston Avenue.
But this is back when Siraj ran Takeover. So Takeover had a raffle for the Cool Grey. Well, no. Takeover was releasing the Cool Grey 11s. I get there. It's in Montclair, that small shop. And I'm like 3rd in line, 4th in line. At the time, I was really only collecting my size, which was size 11 and a half at the time. So literally, I'm just trying to secure my size to make sure no one in front of me is getting my size and blah, blah, blah. So Siraj gets there, and he basically says, oh, the first person in line gets their size secured. Everybody else were doing a raffle. I'm like, what? So obviously I was sick about that, you know, because there was a good like 10 to 20 people in the store. The line wasn't big. I don't think a lot of people knew about it, which was great. And that's why I went there and I didn't go to the mall, because I knew
left 2 lanes.
that I was just trying to get one pair. Again, back then I didn't really have the money to get multiple pairs. I didn't really have the money to go crazy, you know, get like 1, 2, or 3 maybe at this time. Anyway, thankfully I win the raffle, but obviously I was sick because I was like, oh, now I'm not gonna get my size. After that is when things probably started to get a little more serious. After that year, I tried to, you know, acquire a team and just get as many 11s as I can. So when it came to Jordan 11 day, it was very hectic, but it was, you know, it was fulfilling, obviously. You know, back in the day, people used to take pre-orders. Obviously, what's a pre-order, guys? A pre-order is when somebody gives you the money before the sneaker comes out and you acquire the sneaker. You know, nothing wrong with that per se, but to me, it was just super hectic for me when it came to pre-orders and making sure I got the sizes people wanted, and then it's my turn in line, I don't know what size to get. But that was the time I did do pre-orders, so I had to secure sizes for multiple people. You know, we'd go out on a Jordan 11 release day and get 20 pairs, 30 pairs, whatever it was. I remember the 72 and 10s, we would go to Kicks USA's and mall to mall and ticket to ticket, and this is back before the apps where you had to drive. I'd have to assemble a team, and it was a small team of like 1 to 2 people who I'd literally pick up and drive to, you know, all of these malls, and it really sucks because you're literally driving mall to mall with no guarantee that you're gonna get anything. So you're wasting time, energy, money, gas. I'm paying people to come with me, etc. You know what I mean? But it was cool because that's the grind, that's the hustle. That's you starting to think outside the box and say, hey, if you know, I want these Jordans, I need another person to join with me if I'm gonna drive them. Basically, those days were super hectic, and I did it for years. You know, Space Jam release, I remember we got crazy amount of pairs. We had a crazy amount of pre-orders, and obviously, as we should, it's the Space Jams. Oh, the re-release of the Space Jams. But you know, as the store grew, and as I grew, I started to realize that it's not the biggest deal in the world if you don't get 20 pairs for retail. You don't get 10 pairs for retail, 5 pairs, 2 pairs for retail. It's like, it is what it is, right? You're not gonna hit every release. You're not gonna hit on everything, and the stress of me running around trying to secure pairs. I mean, I used to, you know, have to post, oh, well, you know, I'll be there late today because I'm trying to run around and get pairs. I think one of the smartest things I did when it comes to like that kind of stuff is I stopped caring. Think about it. To be honest, I thought these came out on like the 20th or something like that. Like, you know, again, every Jordan release for the holidays, I feel like they make it further and further away from Christmas, when at first, from my memory, it was like 2 days before or something like that. But, you know, I guess it makes sense to release it days before, that way people can acquire the pairs and get them ready for Christmas and whatnot.
Turn
but
left. Then
I also have to just say, like, you know, the Cool Gray 11, man, it's just, this one in particular, I have so many memories with, because I had a pair that I wore a lot. I remember
arrive.
I literally, brand new out the box pair. I think I recently turned 21, and I was in AC for like one of the first times with my girl, and oh man, we walked all the way down the boardwalk. We were staying at the Trump Taj Mahal at the time, if you guys remember, and we walked all the way down to the Tropicana with a brand new pair of Cool Gray 11s. Mind you, at the time, I would try to go size 11, when in reality, I probably was 11 and a half. But if you guys know what that means, my pinky toe was screaming. Bloody pinky toe. If you know about that, you know about that. All right. We are in line for the Cool Gray 11s. I'm glad that I remembered, because honestly, I almost forgot, just running in to get my pair. And here we have the Cool Gray 11s in hand. And I guess not a lot of people signed up for my size. Oh man. Now again, as I get older, you know, you don't really wear 11s and stuff like that. Look at this, there's a little bit of a mark right there already, but man, I already have a bit. Oh my god, look at that, guys. What is that? What is that? All right, it comes off, thank god. I'm trying for a size 12 right now, because I don't know, I just feel like the 11 and a halves are so much more rare. So, and I secured my 2, so I'm trying to just, you know, try for a 12 or 11 or 10 and a half or what have you. But yeah, I just have to say that the other thing that's weird is, since they changed the Foot Locker app to the FLX app, that's when everything kind of started to like shit the bed for me personally. I just like stopped being able to hit on stuff, so I kind of just always chalk it up as an L. On a release like this, there's so many pairs out there that you would think you'd hit some, but you know, I still didn't really like go crazy trying and entering like multiple people. You know, there was a time where I like tried to get my mom and my dad and like everybody that I knew to enter, especially for the Jordan 11s, because you know, that was how we made money back then. That was how resellers would get some of our best profit. Jordan 11 release, every pair, you know, you'd make profit. It was guaranteed profit, and that's how it was back then. I mean, that's probably how it still is now, obviously, but I've realized that you don't have to just say like, ooh, champs. You guys can see, champs, thank you for your order. Shouts to champs, man. I actually hit on the FLX champs app. I was literally just talking about how that app doesn't work. Last time I was in Foot Locker, the dude told me that you know, the app was changing and they were going to offer a ship to your home idea. And, you know, I figured, hey, I can't pick them up in store because I never win, so I might as well try to get the ship to home. And lo and behold, I hit. It is a grimy day. No flea market today. Flea market was actually canceled today before the rain. I don't know if a lot of people knew that, but obviously the rain, you know, made it so it doesn't really matter. I wasn't gonna go there anyways. All right, guys, so the Cool Grays have officially sold out on Nike sneakers, and as predicted, the price seems to be going up. I think the price will probably stand at about $350 to $400 for sizes right now for the next week or so until all the pairs come in. Once they come in, they'll probably drop back down to earth in the $275 to $325 ballpark. For my elusive 11.5, I feel like it's going to stay around that $350 range for a while. Right now on GOAT it's $360, $347 with a damaged box, $533 instant shipped. What's crazy is we had a pair that we sold for like over $500 before release date, and thank God we got rid of that, because that would be hard to sell now. All right, we're gonna start off this Saturday with some orders. It's a gloomy day outside, but thankfully we got some orders to pack up for either today or Monday. First off, we got this pair of Air Max 1s. Speaking of Air Max, next up we got a pair of very clean Neon 95s. More good Nike. Woo! Crazy. These are great sneakers right here. Another classic pair, brand new with yellowing, blaze orange joints. As surprising as it might be, we got some G Fazos. Here we got some white University Blue 9s, I believe they call them technically. Here's an interesting one, 2 lightly used classic GS sizes. Stuff that we say we usually can't sell, which we can't usually, but hey, happen to have a good night, I guess. Here we got the Fire Red 5 lightly used. Here we got the Fire Red 4 lightly used. This is a size 5, this is a size 4. Huh, that's funny. The 4s are a size 4, and the 5s are a size 5. Anyway, we're going to get these packed up and see what else happens on this gloomy day. All right, we got some more orders going out. Here we got a crazy one, the Rising Sun Air Jordan 12. This is a size 15. I actually acquired these in one of my first flea market videos, I feel like. And I put them up at a 99-cent auction. They sold for about 50 bucks. Here we got a Bread Yeezy. I think I sold one yesterday. This one is a little more smoked. These sold for, I think, around 200. And next up, we have a pair of red Flint 13s. I have a lot of these brand new in the stash, so I hope these start going up in price one day. Other than that, we got a couple more items to find. All right, adding the Air Jordan 6, reflective of a champion, or reflections of a champion, I believe they're called. They're fully 3M. Got the Yeezy 500, brand new, size 13. What else did we add? Cap and Gowns, another all-black sneaker, size 9, used, no box. And this fire starter jacket. So we're going to take a picture of all this stuff, get it all packed up, and either get it picked up today or dropped off on Monday. And let's see what happens this Saturday.
Usually we're 9.5 on the Easy 350, and I thought that would be the same on the Quantum. Obviously, they're a little too small. And I was wondering if I could exchange them for a bigger size, or you have something comparable, or maybe I'll pay extra.
Well, other than Jordan walking into the mini mart and the guy clipping his toenails, we're going to go over a couple of sales that happened just now. Here we have the Air Max 1 Tinker 3, I guess. All the swooshes, all that stuff. These are used. We had them up for quite some time and they finally sold. Next up, we got another pair of Bread Yeezy. Except this time, this pair is brand new. These have definitely been flying like hotcakes this Christmas season. Next up, we got a powder blue 3 with no insoles. These are pretty clean though. Prices on these are actually pretty high nowadays, brand new. So shouts to whoever ordered this one. Last but not least, we got the Rockefeller Sean Carter brand new jersey. Literally just sniped this at the flea market. Shouts to Vance. I just peeped that you ordered it. You won the auction. We started this at 99 cents. And it finished more than that for sure. So we're going to get this packed up and shipped out and see what else happens on this Saturday
we have this big stack of packages that has to go out. So hopefully USPS comes and picks it up, because if not, we got to wait till Monday. Shout out to Riley from Washington. We put this jersey up the other day and it sold pretty quickly. So definitely a cool piece. Got the Winter Classic patch over there. And then my favorite part is this assistant patch right here. So we're going to get this shipped out ASAP. What is good today is Thursday. As you can see, we're trying to organize. That has been the goal in here. We got the American, well, they messed up, I guess, but I believe this is supposed to be AFC. That's supposed to be the NFC. I guess that's how it's supposed to go, even though Giants are here, which are technically in the NFC. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. We're making sure all this stuff is up on eBay, and then we're putting it away. Other than that, we're organizing GS. We're making a couple racks for GS, opening up racks for men's sizes. We already organized all the beater bins, and we're going to keep organizing, because we have a lot of cool stuff happening in the next couple weeks. Not a lot to talk about it, but it's going to be cool stuff. So let's see what happens today. Okay, we got a lot of orders for a Thursday, that's for sure. We're going to start off right here. Don't even know what those are, but they finally sold for about 60 shipped. Here we got an infrared 23 cool gray 10. Here we got a brand new pair of Bembreys that went out. That's good to see, because we got quite a few pairs of those used and new. Speaking of good to see, it's great to see these Sauconys going out, because we definitely had these for a while now. Here we have a bag of goodies, some foam runners, some backboard lows, some totally smoked black cats that finished in a 99-cent auction. Here we got some Air Force Highs. Here we got some Barcelona Night 7s. And here we got Buck laying on all the jerseys. That's really annoying. Oh, is it right there? Yep. All right, sweet. Yep. Next up, we got Air Jordan 1 Mid All-Stars. We got some Air Jordan 1 Lows. Here we got some Air Jordan 1 Mids. Here we got one that you guys will see us purchase in the Got Sold video, already sold. Here we got an Air Jordan Dunk Low, which honestly I think a lot of people think the prices on these are going to go up. That's why people are buying them up. Next up, we got a classic flu game. Next up, we got an All-Star Mid. Next up, we got a Jordan 11 Low. Next up, we got a Jordan 12 Low, an Ohio State jersey, some Nike camo pants, a Burberry shirt. This one I'm happy about selling, because I found these at the flea market, so I'm glad these are going out. And last but not least, we got the Oregon 5s. So we're gonna get all this stuff packed up and shipped out. All right, almost forgot about this one. This is a crazy Nike 2XL Dolphins jacket. I've had it up for like a year or so, and I wasn't taking any offers on it, because you haven't seen one like it. Just nice stuff. It's sold for $200 shipped. It's heading to Oregon. We're gonna get all this stuff shipped out ASAP. All right, one order that I didn't speak about. Shout out to Richard from Massachusetts for picking up a cool gray 11. He was not pump faking there. He wanted some stickers, so we're gonna throw some in the box for him. Next up, going out, we got this crazy Pittsburgh Pirates Willie Stargell Mitchell & Ness jersey. I literally just listed this, so I might have, priced it a little low, but it is what it is. This one's going out. We also just sold this pair of Ultra Boost tennis ball volt joints. These are also going out. All right, reviewing some more orders that have to go out. Here we have an anti-social club hoodie. Here we have a beautiful pair of Aqua 8s. Honestly, we thought these were brand new, and they sold as brand new, and then we realized they might be pre-owned. So we listed them as pre-owned, and the same person bought them, so shouts to you for seeing that listing. Go back up. Here we have a classic pair of Flu Games from '09, something you never see nowadays. Here we got the Emerald Easter 11 Lows. Here we have a lightly used Black Toe Chicago Mid. Last but not least, we have this USC Trojans long sleeve joint. Pretty nice. Shouts to Emilio from Las Vegas. He watches the channel and wants some stickers with his purchase, so we appreciate that, and we're going to throw some stickers in with that. We're going to get all this stuff packed up and shipped. Next up, just sold, we got this Monstar pair of LeBron 17s, I believe. I'm going to be honest, I think this is a really cool sneaker. I have a pair in my collection. But looking at them, it's like, when do you ever wear these? I think it would have been better if both tongues were purple or both tongues were orange. I just kind of don't like the mismatch thing. That's just me personally. I think that just, I don't know, it just kind of turns a sneaker into a clown shoe. Like, they try it with the what the kind of stuff, but, you know, in reality, it's just kind of weird to wear two sneakers that have two different colors. Either way, we're going to ship these out. I think they're heading to Oregon. Let's see what else sold. All right, we are finishing off here on this Thursday night. I guess I want them done it real quick. I'll do a bounce one and done. Oh, no dice. All right, today is Friday. It's an interesting day today. We've been moving so much stuff in the warehouse. We're converting one room in here into a Yeezy room. We're moving hats around. We're moving bins around. We're organizing stuff, moving toys around. I finally got to decide that I got to obviously get rid of some stuff. I also have something very special in the works. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to speak about it. But basically, some specials in the works. I'm meeting with somebody today via Zoom, and hopefully it goes well, and hopefully, you know, everything continues to kind of go at some type of pace going upwards. Obviously, it doesn't have to like shoot to the moon, but I just want everything to consistently go up, especially as we're hiring new people and doing new things and going new places and buying more stuff. It's like, we have to continue to go upwards, obviously not go downwards. And it seems to be going that way so far, but we just want to keep everything steady. So right now it's about 9:30 in the morning. We dropped our video from Got Soul yesterday. It's doing pretty well. Not doing as well as I thought it would do, but you know, I have one in the works also that I might drop as well, which I'm probably gonna start working on right now actually. So let me get off of this, stop talking to you guys and get to work so I can get some work done before we open up. Obviously during store hours it's tough to get stuff I gotta get done because, you know, just a lot of stuff goes on during store hours. You know, I have to buy, I have to trade, I have to sell, I have to find, I have to list, I have to take stuff to the post office, I have to make sure this is right, I have to provide cash, I have to do like all types of things. So it's always best to get things out of the way early. So if I can knock this out the park today, that would be great. Here are all the orders. First up, we got this, don't even know what it's called. Next up, we got Terrell Davis jersey. This one right here, man. Rick Barry All-Star, authentic, 1966 to 67. Got the Doug Flutie, got the mids. Oh no, that's not good. I don't think that was in the pics. Oh no, these things are falling apart. That is not good. We might have to cancel that order, guys. We got the Chuck Taylors. Here we got the clean. Okay, no, these look brand new to me. Yep, these are brand new. All right, we got to find a used pair of those because those are brand new. So it's probably over there, honestly. All right. Next up, we got one of my favorite pairs, Ultramarine Air Max 180s. And last but not least, we have the black Vapor Max Plus, and I almost forgot about these cool gray 11s. Some Ultra Boost going out, size 13. Glad these are finally selling. We had these up for quite some time now. All right, we got a couple more orders going out. This is a Wayne Corbett jersey. We literally posted yesterday, so I'm glad that's sold. Here we got a pair of Shadow mids, which, you know, kind of going for the high. It's also kind of a nice colorway. And last but not least, we got a pair of white and purple metallic ones. So we're going to get all three of these orders ready and shipped out, and then continue to organize in here. All right, another quick sale. This is a Supreme Timberland field boot. I believe that's what they're called. These are fire. I've had them for a long time, and no one made offers or anything. And finally, someone made a decent offer. I think these sold for $265 shipped. Definitely a nice pair of boots, man, for sure. Anyways, we're gonna get these shipped out with everything else that's sold today. All right, next up we have a UNC 4 going out, lightly used, size 14. A lot of stuff is starting to sell. It is that season, so we're trying to get everything out ASAP. So hopefully it arrives before Christmas. It's getting a little late now with authentication and stuff, so I doubt these will arrive in time. But hey, we're trying to get stuff out as fast as possible, so let's get these shipped out ASAP. All right, might be the last order of the day. We got the Emerald 11 lows, size 12, B grade pair. So, you know, new with defects. We're gonna get these shipped out ASAP and hopefully go home and enjoy the Friday.